Welcome to the Great Flinders Football League 2006 Grand Final between Cummins Ramblers and Tumby Bay. As the first bounce goes up, we've got Minard in the middle. Oh, she's scrambling in there. There are bodies going everywhere, so it should start like that, don't you think, Joe Cross?
Yes, thank you, Craig. Thanks for helping us out with this job today, because we're fairly short notice thanks to our hierarchy, but it's a fairly warm day here in Cummins at about 25 degrees with a westerly breeze blowing to the Yolana northern end. But here we are, first kick of the match will be George Pedler going into the Ramblers goal scoring end. Lovely kick, George. Oh, magnificent punch. Dilber Higgins, no, she's a bit scrambly.
Oh, what have we done here?
Yeah, Tommy's got a run on.
The advantage.
Josh to Nigel. Oh, very late bunt. Nice kick. Hunt missed the ball. Oh, taken by Jimmy Holman. Lovely work. Kicking back towards James. Is up? No. Ball hits the ground. Fleming's away on the left. Down the wing. Shannon's got the ball. Keeps it. No, it's out of play on the northern wing.
Northern wing.
Isn't it?
Western wing.
Close enough. Throw in. Up they go. Kemp taps it to Bruiser. Oh, Fleming stole the ball into the forward lines. Shannon keeps his feet. He's off. Opportunity here for the Tumby Bay Football Club. Oh, yes, there's Hunt on the left into the goal-scoring area. He's up. Is it? No, the ball's still in play. No score. Reed on the ball. Left-handed. Over the top. Who have we got here?
Yes, Jade Benane out of the back lines. Finds Deslands on the back flank. Puts it long and high. Looking for Joel Fitzgerald from behind. No, Tumby Bay spoil.
Code to Higgins. Higgins directly up the ground. Good kick. Beautiful leg. Josh Cave takes a well-timed mark into the forward area. His nose punched away. Who have we got here?
Minard runs it up to George Pedler on the wing. Clean pickup. Finds Tyson Micken further up the wing. Holds the ball up. Goes back. Just holding it up at the moment. Looking for a lead. There's Ruley, Darren Rule, good body work. Can't quite get it. Tumby Bay. What's going on down? And it's going to be out of bounds. Go ahead.
Right in front of the 2006 A-grade netball winning team, Tumby Bay. Well done, Charmaine. Just had to throw that one in there. Sorry, Craig.
No, good plug. Cody up. Ooh, don't know what's going on.
Too scrambly. Oh, we've got Isaac LeBrun's got the ball out, but he's kicked to the ramp. Who's this?
Joel Nagel. Joel Nagel gets it inboard.
Curtis intercepts. No.
Out the back. Ben Deslands again. Handballs over. Brozer goes around on his preferred leg. It's a right foot. It's a goal. Ramblers get the first one on the board for the 06 season. That's a good goal. That was good work.
Settle down, mate. Just because he's his brother, you don't have to praise him up that much. We know he's a good footballer.
They fought it out of defence very well and down the favoured wing, I think. And good play.
Tommy Bay's making the change. David Fleming is off. The coach, Richard Horgan, is coming on. There's going to be some ringing a few changes, I would say, today with the weather being as it is. Ball back in the middle. Umpires today are...
Don't know. Oh, Ian Harrifield and John Cummings.
Thank you, Craig.
Bruiser gets a tap out and taps it to himself. Down Sean Fitzgerald down the front. Handball's out. Tyson Micken on the left foot. Raking kick. It's a goal. It's another one. Ramblers, 2 goals, 0-12 to Tumby Bay, 0-0-0.
This is going to be fun today, Craig, isn't it? Yes, not a good start by the Blues, but nothing to get too overawed about. They're winning their fair share of the ball, but don't seem to be going forward. I believe that will be the goal scoring end today. What do you think, Craig?
Tough to say sitting here, but quite possibly the way Ramblers are playing.
Ball back in the middle. Harrifield to throw the ball up against Code, and Bruce is rucking.
And nice ruck out there by Simon Pedler. Tumby Bay pick it up in the middle. Oh, intercepted by George Pedler. Runs onto it. Deslands is in there.
Oh, picked up by Isaac LeBrun to Edna. Cody, large kick into the forward lines. Jared Kent steps himself. Oh, falls over the back. And who have we got here?
Tiger Cabot. Oh, real hard stuff.
Lovely work. John Hunt gets the ball. Oh, smothered. Good smother. Good football. Very
Well
good.
done, Stephen Fuller. Good smother there. It's a ball up to the umpire. Hard footy. Good work, boys.
Codes up, taps it out. Clark on his hands and knees, flicks it out. Lovely work to Curtis. Evades one tackle, gets caught, drops the ball, and it's picked up by
Binge Minard over to George Pedler. Eludes the tackle. Over to Jim Holman. Jim Holman runs on. Long kick down to the right forward flank. We've got Sean Fitzgerald underneath it. There's Ben Deslands. Oh, what's happened here? There's a free. There's a free to Ben Deslands. It was there.
dubious.
On the left foot. Rowley out on a lead. Look at that. He's just eaten that.
You cannot give him that much latitude, I'm afraid.
Darren Rule, 100 goals this year. Brilliant season by the full forward. He's probably about, I'd say, 40 metres out, nearly directly in front. In he comes. Oh, it's a bit of a mongrel off the boot. And it's punched forward. Tumby
Off the ground to Clark. Clark on the left to the wing. Cave. Josh Ty picks the ball up. He's on his left. Chips. Oh, very well smothered. The ball has. No, it's still in play. No,
Joel Fitzgerald, good smother. Tap back into a Tumby.
Great smother, Jay Shannon. He goes back in again. Should be rewarded. And does. Magnificent work. The reigning 2006 male medalist, Jay Shannon, kicking to the forward lines to a leading. Oh, Sam Reid drops the ball, but it's come down to Luke, brother of Jay, kicking up in front of Jacob Cave. Oh, bad bounce. Ball goes to the Ramblers. Kicks it out, Boxer.
Boxer goes out onto the back flank. He finds Corey Fitzgerald. Left leg down, looking for Sean Fitzgerald over the back, and it's going to run out of bounds.
First foray for Tumby Bay into the forward lines. Excellent lead and excellent kick by Jay Shannon, but the ball's dropped. Unlucky.
Ball in, Sean Fitzgerald onto Deslands. Tackled.
Tackle.
Oh, it's,
Scrambly.
yeah. What do we got? Yeah, good call, umpire. Umpire John Cummings, I think, has control at the moment. Both got no hair.
They both are bald, and there is no doubt about that. Shannon again with the ball. Out to the dead flank. Should go out of bounds. And does so, yes. Jacob Cave leads the ball out of bounds. Throw in on the eastern wing. Is that correct? Yep. As you said earlier, Craig. Yep. Never eat soggy wheat bix. That's the eastern flank.
Who's that? Tyson Micken won the ruck tap onto Boxer onto the left. Sends it in forward for Ramblers, only intercepted by Dylan Higgins.
Higgins with the ball on the back line, deep. Looking around, needs some options. Probably will go to the dead side, one would assume. Need to take some risks today, though. Should probably go. No, he is going to the dead side, having a look and looking for Shannon's up. Jay Shannon in late, but a fantastic mark by
Jim Holman, the vice-captain of Ramblers. Goes back, sees... Who's that? Berger, Joel Fitzgerald on the lead. Ex-100 goal kicker as well. Pumps it into the forward lines. Oh, the umpire's called it back.
Oh, no.
Oh, hang on. Got some holding on going on down there.
Oh, my God. What sort of a decision was that, Craig?
Did not see it. We're going to have to watch this replay tomorrow.
If we had the option of the replay, we'd probably be able to help you on that one. Saying we don't.
I don't think Boxers... We're a little bit lost here for words.
No, we've got is it Berger?
Oh, Joel Fitzgerald. Okay, so Joel Fitzgerald lines up about probably a good 50 metres out.
No idea what that was for.
No. Good kick, Joel Fitzgerald. Bang. Oh, that is glorious.
Shit.
Bang. Ramblers go to 3 goals. 18, 3 goals, total of 18 that is, to Tumby 0-0-0. Well, here we are probably about 12 minutes into the first quarter, maybe 15 of the 2006 grand final between Cummins Ramblers and Tumby Bay. Seems like Ramblers are kicking with a slight breeze. They might just be getting on top, hopefully, but Tumby Bay are playing some good footy. So back into the middle now. The umpire, Ian Harrafield, throws this one up. Cody and Minard go for it. It's tapped out. There's Ferret in there, Bruises in there. Tumby Bay.
Nice handball to Edna. Edna's up in the air. Here we go. Kemp flies. Nice punch from behind, but Hunt steals it beautifully off the ground. Scramble. Oh, Jim Holman.
Jim Holman from defence. Fantastic season. Finds Tyson Micken in the middle of the ground. Goes back now. What's up front? Not a lot leading. He's got Joel Fitzgerald from behind. Oh, Joel Fitzgerald, fantastic. He's just kicked one from here 2 minutes ago. I think he should go back and line up for his second and Ramblers fourth. He's going to give it a roost. And bang! That's on its way. Rolly. Sean Fitzgerald down in front. He socketed it through.
No, Fitzgerald has kicked it through.
Sean Fitzgerald, the son of Peter Fitzgerald, the male medalist from the Rambler Football Club, just put Ramblers' fourth goal on the board. Good start to Ramblers.
Yes, it's looking a bit ominous at the moment, Craig. They need to stem the tide a bit. Tumby boys haven't been playing bad, but not making the most of their opportunities. At the moment, the Ramblers are very smooth going to the forward line and obviously finishing off, hence the 4-zip, 24-0.
Straight kicking will win these games as the crowd starts to fire up.
Throwing the ball up again, umpire Harrifield. What? What do you keep laughing at that for? Umpire Harrifield. Code gets the tap. Curtis on the ball. Ooh, harsh tackle. Well done. Higgins has an airy. Clark on the left. Handballs to Horgan, the coach, on the left. Beautiful left foot. Into Luke Shannon. Oh, Luke Shannon, unlucky. Keep the ball in there, Tumby. No, it's gone out.
Out of defence, Minard. Onto Jim Holman. Looks upfield. He goes long. He's got Tyson Micken beating two. No, it's down on the ground. Edna Nagel looks up. Who's he see? He sees Bruiser on the flank. Bruiser. Oh, he's paid it. Strong grab. Can he go over the top? He goes over the top to Joel Fitzgerald in the deep pocket. Oh, there's a bit of wind. Oh, good pickup. Oh. Fitzgerald on the left. Jeez, what's he done?
That actually deserved a goal. That's magnificent work.
He's put a point through, but that's Ramblers' first point. That's 4 goals. 1-25 to Tumby Bay 0.
Sid Laurie to kick out. Looking for some options. Who have you got? He's looking for Code, I think, deep. Yes, that's the direction it's going, but he's too far wide. It's been, no, not marked. Ball's hit the deck. Curtis, no good. Code has the ball on the left. Looking to the centre for Horgan. Horgan braces. Yes, gets the free kick from Harrifield over the shoulder. Horgan lining up to go into defence. Who we got here? Who are we looking for? Kemp leads one way, leads the other way. He's spotted him. King for Kemp, looking for a mark here. No, well spoiled. Ball's going to the boundary line. Hunt in pursuit, gets the lovely pick up. Left to Kemp again. Kemp handballs onto Cave, back to Kemp. Has a look, chips up. Yes, no, the mark has not been paid to Edna. Edna Clark turns and wheels, kicks the ball into Reed. Reed drops, no, what he should have taken.
All Ramblers out of defence by Micken. There's Joel Nagel in the back pocket, picks it up, bangs it on the boot to a contest. George Pedler all in front. Tumby Bay sort of got the numbers here. It's going to be a ball up. Ball up in front of the two coaches' boxes on the western 50-metre mark. Umpire throws it up. We've got Micken to Minard to Nagel. Gets through traffic. Fantastic. Goes long, looking for Joel Fitzgerald. He's got two. Cody.
Yes. Beautiful, Code. Lovely marks. But we need to have another foray into the forward line. Code looks up. No. Nigel James has been given the free kick by the look of that. James looking for a lead, looking for some options. Where are they? Need a bit of movement, Tumby. Come on. But Kemp leading. Where is he going? I think he's going longer. The Jay Shannon direction. He sets himself. Oh, Josh Cave in front could have taken it. Kicked out, and Pedler. There he is again.
George Pedler on the back flank. Long, low kick to Fitzgerald. Strong mark. Keeps it down the boundary side. Looking now for Deslands. Deslands is going to run onto it. Taps it over. He's kept possession of the ball on the left foot. Deslands lined it up. He's just gone across the face of goal for a behind.
Very good piece of play there. Should have been rewarded with a goal, but unluckily it faded across the front. So Laurie to kick out again. Tumby Bay need to get a score on the board at the moment. 4-2, 26-0. We need some sort of a score here. Sid Laurie lining up. Has a look. No, has another look. Looking for Nigel James at the back. No mark. Code picks up off the deck. Handballs to Shannon. Shannon unsure, chips, lovely work. At the back, no. Yes, the free kick has gone to Kemp, lovely work. Now Kemp lining up to go into the forward line.
Unlucky Claws.
It was definitely there, that one. So Kemp having a look, we need a lead. Here's Reed. Reed on the lead. It's wide. Edna Clark has an opportunity. No, the ball has gone out of bounds in the left forward pocket line, Tumby Bay, here in the 2006 Grand Final. Ball to be thrown in Tumby Bay's forward line. They definitely, by no means, definitely need a score here. Definitely need to get on the board before quarter time. Throw in. Clark. No, didn't get the tap. Goes to... Come on, mate. Who's that?
Stephen Fuller.
Thank you.
Good work, Stephen Fuller. It's going to be balled up, though, down in Tumby Bay's forward line. Up by Ian Harrafield. Minard up. Strong. Ferret out the back. Handballs off.
Horgan through traffic. Oh, too high. Must get a free kick, and does. Pushes back quickly. Plays on to Curtis. Curtis to deep into the forward. Lovely, lovely. Where's Reed? No good? No. Who have we got buttering up here?
Out the back. Looks like Boxer in the back pocket. Tough as nails. Sockers it. Advantage out to the boundary line. Good play, Boxer. They're still in Tumby's inside 50 on the outer side.
Someone's coming off, Craig. Who's this?
Oh, we've got a limper. Steve Fuller's coming off for Jade Manane. Get in there, Jade.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, here we go. Down to the wing. I'm not sure who kicked that, but there's a bit of holding on there, I think. And Fitzgerald off on the left foot. Here he is. He's looking for Rowley. Oh, Rowley could have been in the back. No. Sean's followed his kick up. Sean Fitzgerald, good play. Down to Adam Richardson in front. Oh, picked up off the ground. Who's done that? Oh, I think it might have been Tyson Micken. It's going to roll out of bounds in the right forward pocket for Ramblers. Up in the ruck at the moment. Rowley goes up in the ruck. Sean Fitzgerald, handballs off Tumby Bay.
Handballs to Nigel James, who then...
Tyson Micken picks it up. And then we've got young Corey Fitzgerald goes, long. Richo at the back. He's going to swing around. Who's he got there? He's got Deslands on the left foot. Hadn't quite got it through.
Tuna. Lovely work, Steve Atton. Kicks the ball out to the Horgan Bruiser direction. Good contest this. Bruiser picks the ball up, has a look, chips into...
Corey Fitzgerald picks it up, handballs over to cousin Sean. Sean on his left goes back, bang, looking for Rowley. Darren Rawl's been spoiled. Someone was at the front of the pack there. Can't quite see. Tumby Bay out of defence.
Yes, Tuna has the ball. Steve Atton stick kicks to... Oh, no, he's kicked it straight to...
Oh, he's kicked Corey Fitzgerald again, who on the left foot goes in Ramblers forward line, and Cody, strong as in defence.
Code stems the tide. Has a bit of a look, need a bit of movement. Hunt's in the centre, having a look around. No, Cody ignores him. Goes back. Needs some options here. Goes to the dead flank, looking for Cave and Horgan. Horgan's up. Punch from behind.
Boxer in front. Gets his own spoil. And I think he's going to play the boundary line. No, inside to Corey Fitz. Oh, hello. Oh. There's a throw. Tumby Bay's free.
Yes, Jacob Cave it is, I'm afraid. He's got the ball deep in the Ramblers forward line. Looking for options, goes along the boundary line, excellent work. Looking for Kemp. Kemp spoiled from behind, it goes to...
Out the back, Cabot, Tiger, chips forward, finds Corey Fitzgerald again. He's getting a lot of the ball. Kicks it forward, I think. There's Jade Manane. Or Deslands on the left. Looking for Rowley. And here we are, the century goal kicker. The century goal kicker for Ramblers this year.
What's the chances here, do you think, Craig?
Lick the pencil.
Lick the pencil.
That's true.
Lucky you're not a dog, Craig. 4 goals, 2-0. Tumby Bay certainly need to get some scoreboard pressure off here by getting some sort of score. Oh,
Rowley aims for the right goalpost and brings it back accordingly. That's Ramblers' 5th goal and Darren Rawls' 2nd for the quarter, I believe. Ramblers 5 goal 2-32 lead Tumby 0-0-0. Probably nearing the end of the first quarter, but it's been a good contest.
Yes, there hasn't been much in it except the fact that Ramblers are finishing the ball off a lot better than Tumby at the moment. We've had our fair share of forays, but just don't seem to be able to put it on the board. Umpire Harfield into... Yeah. Is that correct? Yes, thank you very much. Throws the ball up. We've got Code and... Is it Minard? Code and Minard?
Yes, Minard, yes.
Ball's up. Minard gets the tap, but it goes straight to Jay Shannon on the right foot. Sits it up. Craig Curtis running onto the ball. Should mark this and does. Pushes back. has a look around. Here's the leading read. Puts it in front of him. No, it's over his head. But at the back, Jared Kemp to Clark. It's our first opportunity. Come on. No, the ball's kicked out of defence, and there's Boxer.
It was intercepted by Jim Holman there, sorry.
Oh, yes,
Boxer onto George Pedler, the fiery fella. Out to the flank, the back flank for Ramblers. Jade Minard, I think that was. On to Michael Minard. Mark Strongly goes back. Looking up forward, there's a bit of movement there. He's looking for Tyson Micken. Tyson Micken knocks it over the front to Deslands. Oh, we got Berger. Berger's picked it up. On the left, he's going to do it all himself.
No way.
Like that. Darren Rule. Darren
Oh,
Rule.
he's paid the mark.
Yes, he's paid the mark to Darren Rule. The century goal kicker from Ramblers. He can go back. Tough angle.
Umpires seem to like Rule.
Tough angle.
He'll love that tomorrow, Craig.
Tough angle, but he doesn't kick 100 in a season, very often. So, all right, we'd go back. He's going to do the check side here.
He's going to have a go.
He's done the checky. Oh, he's missed everything. He's missed it. He's found Sean Fitz.
Oh, he's passed to Sean Fitz.
What a pass that is. Sean Fitzgerald. He brings it in board. And there is Berger, Joel Fitzgerald, previous century goal kicker himself. Lining up on a bit of an angle, probably about...
somebody to get some of the ball so I can say something.
You've been talking all quarter.
Well, hold on, there's a bit of stoush here.
Oh, hello, we've got a bit of biffo.
And Adam Richardson having a bit of a tete-a-tete.
Oh, unlike Richo to be involved in a bit of a stoush. But Berger goes back, probably about 35 to 40 metres out on a slight angle. I'll lick the pencil on this one too. I think this will go through post high.
Yes. You are full of shit.
Berger, good work, boy. He goes back. He kicks Ramblers' 6th goal. They go to 6-2. That'll be 38. Tumby Bay yet to score. I think the scoreboard pressure's there. Ramblers just seem to have the edge at the moment, and Richo and the boys just a little bit physical for them at the moment, I think, but nearing the end of the quarter.
Yes, Craig. Tumby need to do something here. At least stir something up, have a crack, do anything they can to get something happening. Code still in the ruck against Minard. Umpire Haverford throws it. What?
Ian Harrisfield throws it up.
Yeah, righto. Code. No, Minard beats him again. Going to
Tyson Micken knocks it forward.
Oh, Butler. Lovely pick up, David. He's in and amongst it now in the centre and should get a free kick. And is rewarded for that. David Butler back from playing his first season for a while. Handballs to Horgan. Horgan deep into attack, looking for Hunt. Hunt on the forward flank. Tapped away.
Oh, Jim Holman, there's a high tackle there. Yeah, it was there. It was there, Crossy.
Yeah, right.
Umpires have been fair today, I think. There's no favouritism at the moment. Jim Holman on the back flank. What's he going to do? Keep it down the side, I think. Jim goes back, looking for Joel Fitzgerald. He's having a great first quarter. Joel Fitzgerald goes back, bangs this one hard and low, looking for Bruiser. Bruiser goes up. It's knocked down.
Higgins. Higgins out of defence, but straight back to Berger.
Straight back to Joel Fitzgerald. Oh, he nearly played on.
Oh, no, he's called him on it.
Gee, he's paid. Yeah, blow your whistle again. He's paid 50 metres. Joel Fitzgerald would nearly kick this goal.
Oh, come on.
Depends how generous.
We have to get nasty now, Craig.
Depends how generous he is with the 50. It's going to be a hard one. It was a little bit fickly, that 50-metre penalty, but
it was very fickle, I'm afraid, Craig. Very lucky this.
I think he's going to go long, Berger. He's got his boots on today. Be pretty hard playing without them, but he's got them on. He goes short, looking for Rowley. Rowley handballs over to the top. Sean Fitzgerald on the left, runs into goal. Oh, what's he done here? He's missed it to the near side.
Bad luck.
It's a behind Ramblers move, 6-3, 39. Tumby Bay yet to score.
You like saying that, Craig, don't you? Tumby Bay, no score. Laurie to kick out again. Need to get something happening here, Sid. Let's go. Kicking out to, looking for Dylan Higgins by the looks of that. Oh, but it's a very ordinary kick out. It's gone straight to
James Minard. Corey Fitzgerald off the back, reads it. He pokes it in long, looking for Rowley. Punch forward from Tumby Bay. They've got their people around here.
Sid Laurie flicks it out of deep in defence. Josh Cave takes a nice mark. Handballs to Horgan. Horgan on the left, looking for Hunt. Hunt, all one-handed, doesn't quite grab it, but recovers well. Oh, could be something very dangerous.
Tiger Cabot, tough as nails. Took the day off shearing yesterday. just so he could be right for it. He's meant to be shearing out at Pine Drives, just so he could get right for today. Finds Jim Holman on the wing.
Who is standing Holman?
Jim Holman looks up, looking for Bruiser. Snapped over the back. Deslands is in there. Bruiser's picked. Good shepherd by Deslands. Bruiser pumps it in forward.
Oh, lovely mark, Sid Laurie. Deep in defence. Sid's looking for an option. Need to get the ball moving. Hasn't been much of a quarter for Tumby so far. And there's this final. The siren goes for the end of the first quarter. The scores at quarter time are Ramblers 6-3-39 to Tumby Bay, no score. What do you think of the quarter there, Craig?
Very nice quarter by Ramblers. They looked to control the play. Tumby Bay showed some good physical presence, but Ramblers got the scores on the board.
Start talking. No. We're away.
Are we away?
Yes, we are.
What umpire is this?
Umpire Harrifield to throw the ball up again. Start of the second quarter, 6-3-0. Tumby Bay. We've got James in. No, Code. And Minard still. Code gets the tap to Curtis. Free kick, yes, too high. Well done, Craig. Pushes back. Let's look around. This is where we find out Shannon makes a lead. The reigning medalist. Up. Oh, he's got a free kick. Lovely work. Now, this is more like it. First foray into attack. Shannon looking for Reed. He's up. No mark. Falls over the back and goes to...
Jade Benane runs onto it. Kicks long out of the forward pocket looking for Jim Holman.
Who is standing that man?
Jade Benane, he's come on off the bench and he's having a... Oh, well, Jade's going well as well.
Oh, they all are. That's what's shitting me off.
Yeah, okay. It's gone out of bounds on the other side. The ball's thrown in. Minard up for Ramblers. Goes, knocking it forward, looking for Corey Fitzgerald. Bang.
Oh, no, picked up by Hunt. Lovely work, John. Flicks it into Shannon. 2-on-1. Can't beat him. Ball's gone. Oh, who's that again?
Bruiser knocks it out to Michael Minard.
Oh, John Hunt flicks the ball over the top to Jacob Cave. Lines up, has a look. It's a wobbly old kick. Will it bounce? No, last line of defence.
Oh, Forrest Micken, fantastic. And here we are, probably 2 minutes into the second quarter, and Tumby Bay finally get onto the board.
Ha.
Scott Micken kicks it out of fullback, goes long, looking for Jim Holman. Again, Crossy, who is standing him?
I don't know, but Jesus.
Jim Holman playing a fantastic game so far. Goes back, looks up. Oh, Fitzy's just chucked a beer on me. Jim Holman plays on. Looks for Joel Nagel. That's a good grab. Oh, a little bit of riff-raff there. Go back, take your kick, Joel. Don't get it taken off your champ. Goes back now, looks, what's he got up forward? Looking for Tyson Mickens, offering a bit. No, goes into the middle to George Pedler. George Pedler goes back, quickly pushes on. The little dog pushes it forward. Oh, geez, what's he done there? Trying to kick it to himself, I think. Out on the full. Here we are, we've got Berger. He can nearly kick that, but he's going to pass it off. Looking for Rowley. Rowley comes out in a strong lead. Oh, he had to go against two. We got Tyson Micken on the left. Chips it forward just for a behind. Bad luck. But it's good play. Tumby Bay looking to kick it out of defence.
Sid Laurie to kick out again. Looking for Cave, makes a lead. Is ignored. Goes back, has another look. Who have we got now? Code's on his own. This looks like Laurie's going to go for, yes, it's going for Code. At the back, Nigel James. Can he grab? No. Big pack merges. It's the deck and is picked up. Can't see. Oh, Jay Shannon too high. Unlucky.
Oh, there's a free kick there to, I think, Minard. Goes back, has a look what's in front of him. He's got Tyson Micken offering a lead. He goes towards Tyson Micken. Out the back of the pack. Oh, bad luck.
Smother by Dylan Higgins.
Dylan Higgins spoils it and pushes it over the line, deep in attack for the Ramblers. As we try and get the ball from underneath a car.
Score is still 6-3 to 1 point. Not good, Tumby Bay at the moment.
Tymon's back on. The ball's thrown in. We've got Tyson Micken up against Cody.
Oh.
Cody taps it down looking for Curtis. We've got...
Yes, Curtis goes back, gets the ball to Sid Laurie. Oh, he's taken too long.
Gone! Should have been holding the ball, but it's a ball up.
Yes, a little bit too long. Need a bit of voice there, Sid, I think.
Do you want a bit?
No, I'm right, thanks.
Have that one.
No, I'm right.
Fitzy just chucked it on.
We're trying to commentate here.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Rowley taken high, surely.
No.
Darren Rowley.
Sloppy tackle.
bad luck to Tumby Bay, but Darren Rule goes back, probably only 25 metres out, basically straight in front to kick his third, I believe, for the game.
And you lick the pencil,
The pencil is licked. This will go post high again.
Shouldn't miss from here. And doesn't.
Darren Rule kicked it like he was kicking from 50 metres out, straight through the ball, hard and long. Fantastic kick. That's his third for the day. Ramblers move on to 7 goals, 3. That'll be 46, I think, 46. To Tumby Bay, 1 behind. But that's a good behind at the moment. It's keeping him in it.
The Rambler commentator starting to be facetious so early in the game. Tumby can come back from here. They've come back from worse. I can't remember when, but they've come back from worse, surely. Ball back into the middle. Harrowfield again, is it? No.
I think we've got John Cummings.
John Cummings to throw the ball up. Hard to tell with the two bald heads. I know one is taller than the other. That orange seems to blend in.
Yeah, John Cummings.
John Cummings to throw the ball up. Minard and Code to do ruck. The ball's thrown up. Tap going to Minard again. Lovely tap to the running Bruiser. Oh, he's ran straight into his own man. Oh, and another on the top, but it's come out to Hunt. Hunt has stolen the ball and looking deep in the forward. I'm looking for Shannon. Lovely mark. Beautiful work, Jay Shannon. Here we go. In quick to the leading Reed. The ball set up. That's perfect set up. And he's run under the ball again. Tyson Micken. Good scrambling Reed. He's come back again. Allen's pushed in the back. No free. Over the top. And John Cummings will have the ball again. Deep into the Tumby Bay forward line.
Yeah, here we go.
Thanks, Craig. That was a lovely comment. Minard again up, straight to Pedler on the left. Kicks the ball clear, but the only one in the race is Craig Curtis. Curtis picks the ball up on the back forward flank. Looks inside. Oh, lovely smother by George Pedler. Goes to Simon Pedler. To George on the deck.
Manane.
No, it's too late. Code stolen it. That is a beautiful kick to the leading Shannon and marks the ball. Lovely mark, Jay Shannon. The reigning 2006 male medalist, second youngest male medalist in history. Magnificent player from the Tumby Bay Football Club. Do not know how long we might keep this young fella though. Lining up for Tumby Bay's first goal about 5 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, 7 minutes into the second quarter.
7 minutes into the second quarter. Shannon kicks with the aid of a breeze, but he's allowed for it a little bit too much and only managed to register a point.
Bad luck, Jay Shannon. He's had a fantastic year all the same. The ball is going to be kicked out by Tyson Micken in the full-back position. There's no rush for... oops, hello, what have we got going on here? Is it the blood rule? Or did he hear the siren, or what's happened here? Oh, no, we've got a...
What?
Oh, we've got a player down in the middle of the ground. We haven't seen that one. Crossy, what's happened? I think that was that incident earlier on in the game when at the centre square when I think Simon Pedler, there was a contest there, might have gone through his own player. Adam Richardson's just having a look to see if he's okay.
Can you see who that player is?
We can't really, as both teams group to have a chat about their start of the game. The trainers...
He does not look good, Craig.
No, we can't see.
Not Edna Nagel, is it? No. Where is it?
Well, hello, the ambulance is out on the oval.
Yes.
Carving up. Stretchers out there.
It certainly does not look good.
I think it was in that first ruck contest,
Joe.
Joe.
Bruiser actually streaming off the half-back flank straight through and collected his own man by accident.
Yeah.
We can't see anything now.
Now we can't see it.
We have no idea. I don't know. It looked to me it might have been Edna.
All right, playback on after Tyson Micken's just been escorted out of the arena by ambulance. Goes long looking for Jim Holman out on the back flank. He's played a fantastic game.
He's okay, of course, Craig.
Yeah, Tyson, courageous effort. Attack full on the ball and might have just been hit a little bit high. Good luck, Tyson.
Curtis gets the ball out. Handballs to Isaac Lebrun, and he's picked it. No, it's
ball up.
What's his Cummings? Umpire Cummings.
Yeah, we've got Cummings here.
What have we got? The ball can't see kids in the road. Ball comes out to you guys.
Minard goes forward long into Ramblers attack. looking for Shannon Minard, knocks it on. There's Berger. He's going to run in. Lick your pencil again.
Oh, no way.
Goal post high again. That's his third for the day.
Who is standing that man? We cannot find out who's actually standing him because he's having a field day.
That was beautifully worked out of defence from Ramblers. A kick in. That was a set play, obviously. Down the outer side all the way.
Set play.
We had the spies out during the week.
When you blokes are watching this tomorrow, that is crap.
We had a closed training session Wednesday night, and that's what we worked on. So Ramblers move along to 8-goal 3. Work that out, Crossy.
8-goal 3, 51.
52, 51.
8 6 is 48 and 3 is 51.
People in the scoreboard,
Yeah,
changing it to 51 right now. And back into the middle for a ball up. Minard, Cody go up. Craig Curtis attacks the ball hard, goes into the sand. Tumby Bay in and under.
That's Butler. Is Butler in the mix of it? No. Caught by Bruiser. Ball up. Cummings takes the ball. Bit more endeavour. That was better by Tumby Bay there. Code Minard go at it again. Tap Minard. Lovely thump forward, but it's going to be picked up by Hunt. Hunt onto the right. Goes around. Handballs to Shannon. Oh, under pressure. Back to Hunt. Hunt pushes through. Picked up by Curtis. Curtis this way, that way. Handballs looking for an option. Kicks around the body and straight to Paul Boxer.
Boxer, the coach of Ramblers, goes out on... Oh, hello. Oh, it's a bad kick. Bruiser's in there. He's picked it up, tackled, put to the ground. George Pedler. Yeah. I think it was there, umpire Cummings. Good decision. As we bring it back right in front of the built grandstand, housing probably a good 200 people.
After that altercation, Hunt is off. Looks like he's done an ankle of some description or something. Fleming is on. But Bruiser with the ball.
Bruiser with the ball on the wing. Looks to put into attack. Goes long. Ruley offers a lead. Looking in the direction of Darren Rule. Up. Jim Holman. That's
a great tackle by Butler.
He's paid holding the ball.
As he should have. Good decision. Holman holding the ball. David Butler on the left. No, not allowed to play on. Let's not argue. Butler handballs across to the Allen on the field now. Left foot down to Isaac LeBrun. Takes a nice mark. Pushes back down the other side wing. Looking for Jared Kemp. 2-on-1 very hard. Minard claims the mark, not taken. Ball handballed to, here's that man again.
Sean Fitzgerald on the opposite leg. The right footer goes forward. We'll be seeing them on the tiles tonight. On into the middle of the ground. Berger, strong grab. He can nearly kick this, but he's going to pass it off to Ruley. Darren Rule offers a strong lead, gets the vice-like hands around it. It's probably just outside his distance, I reckon, but he's looking for... No, he goes back. There's a little bit of wind advantage. It might just stretch the old hamstring. He's had a few troubles with the hammies over the last few weeks. It's going back about 50 metres out, Darren Rule. Geez, he put some effort into that one. It's gone through. Darren Rule, the century goal kicker, he's kicked another one. The coach goes and congratulates him. Boxer. It's on, Ramblers.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. Just crack yourself another beer while you're there, will you? Yes, it's not looking good from a Tumby Bay perspective. They're 56 points down halfway through, or nearly 3/4 of the way through the second quarter after the delay. We hope that Tyson is okay. Coming back to the middle, Tumby Bay players looking slightly despondent, need to lift considerably late in this second quarter in the second half. Ball's up. Coden Minard at it again. Oh, no, there's been a whistle. Hanging on, going to... Oh, George Pedler. Here you go, Craig. Have another chat.
George Pedler, cousin of mine. George goes long, sends it into attack for Ramblers. Darren Rule offers a lead. Front position bustled out. Sean Fitzgerald's down there. Cody's in front. He gets the ball. Darren Rule playing. He's without it. Oh, Craig Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis has... Oh, handball smothered. Picked up by Jay Shannon. Jay Shannon on the outer wing. Jacob Cave running onto the ball. This way, that way. Eludes Boxer extremely well. Sets the ball up looking for Butler in front. Doesn't take it, but it's been sharked.
Jade Minard finds Joel Nagel at centre half back. He goes to the outer wing looking for Binge Minard. Oh, that one slipped through. Dewy conditions out here at the moment. Binge Minard goes to the ground. There'll be a ball up.
Dewy conditions. What the hell is that?
It's the only way I can explain for him dropping that mark. As it's pulled up by one of the umpires, Cody.
Handballs to Shannon. Shannon to Allen. Allen on the left. Chips out to Curtis, who's loose on the wing. Bounce, bad bounce, but still maintains possession. Handballs back to Code. On his this way, that way on his right. Flicks it over to looking for Butler on a lead. No mark taken.
That man George Pedler again in the middle gets it out. Minard scouring the outer wing, looking for Deslands, the male medalist. He's tackled. Oh, Paul Boxer. Paul Boxer is under pressure. Get rid of it, Boxer. Finds Corey Fitzgerald, stretch at his fingertips. Desland picks it up. It's pressurised football in there. Jay Shannon.
Lovely work by Shannon. Goes to Allen. Allen on the left hand to James. Just bangs it on the boot. Looking forward. Oh, there's FOD. Paid it downfield. Go to Jared Kemp. Good to see a few frees going Tumby's way now. Lovely work by Jay Shannon and Jacob Cave. Kemp floats one towards forwards. Sam Reid over the top. Oh, he's been given hanging on. Reid, the full forward for Tumby Bay. Must have been there. Left footer. Raking, having a look.
Sam Reid.
Is there anything available? We're looking for a lead here. He's gone extremely wide. It's probably the ugliest kick I've seen for a while.
It's 2 in a row.
Oh, well, that was there as well. Jared Kemp takes the ball. Don't know if he'll have a shot from here. Very acute angle, deep in the right-hand forward pocket line of Tumby Bay forward line. Moving it forward beautifully through free kicks. Thank you, Craig. Kemp to line up. Need to get a score on the board. Tumby Bay desperate for some scoreboard action. At least something. Kemp's lining up. He's very deliberate about this one. Could be a magnificent kick from here. Vice captain. Oh, he's given it a ride, half a chance. They're up. Ball goes forward. Curtis first to the ball. Pushed in the back, but no free kick as usual. Umpire's not liking Curtis that much because he obviously plays too hard for them. Good pressure there by Michael Minard to knock the ball out. In the defence for Ramblers, it's thrown in. There's Minard again. Oh, there's a lovely little tap there. Simon Pedley out of the back lines goes. There's Cody. Sean Fitzgerald at the front of the pack. Bounces one bounce. On the left foot, his preferred side. That's 2. Get out the road, Harrowfield. On the left. He finds Tumby Bay. James picks the ball up. Oh, a couple of shocking kicks. Oh, Jay Minard out of defence on the left foot. Finds Berger. Play on, son. But he's gone. Oh, go back. Jeez, make your decision up. Cummings. He goes long looking for Richo. Richo, strong hands. Oh, that's a good mark. The ex-Central District full forward. He's played some footy and he's pointed towards the goals. He's gone for it. He's roosted it. It's going Darren Rule in front. Minard, Rule again. Handballs out front. Tumby Bay, strong in defence. Yes, the ever-present Andrew Allen to Shannon. Looking for something inside. Oh, no, it's been intercepted by Holman again. Who is that man? Jim Holman. Who is standing Jim Holman today? He's having a field day. He flew his aeroplane in here this morning. Landed it on the netball court, so netball's been cancelled. Jim Holman lining up straight in front, probably a good 45 metres out. Oh. Yes. Lucky I didn't lick that pencil. What's he done here? Is it out of bounds on the full? Undecided. What's happened? Pass conferring, are they? Out of bounds throw in Ramblers' pocket. Code. Let's pick that a free kick. Should be Code. Cody. Code to get a free kick. Hasn't played too bad today around the ground. Handballs to Allen on the left. Looking for Hunt. No, he's gone too far. He's found Binge Minard. Minard brings it back into the centre of the ground. He finds Pedler, Simon that is, on the right foot. Looking, he's found Corey Fitzgerald. Corey Fitzgerald, the left footer. Lining up, he thinks he's got a fair chance. I think he's got a good chance too. What do you reckon, Crossy? I really don't care, Craig. No. Corey Fitzgerald on the left foot. Good run up. Brings it in. That's post high, that one. Oh, post high, right, because it just hit it. If the post was shorter, it would have been a goal. Anyway, that's not too bad. If the post was shorter, it would have been a goal. Yeah, well, it would have gone over the top and they wouldn't have... Yeah. And they wouldn't have picked it. It would have been a goal. Okay, Ramblers would have moved on... No, there's a bit of riff-raff in the front pocket from Adam Richardson and young Shannon. Tumby have gone inside to Code. They've made a mistake here. Butted up again by Allen. The ball seems to be pushed towards the boundary line. over the line, is it? Yes, over the line and thrown in Ramblers' right-hand forward pocket.
That's grand final pressure.
Yes, something like that. Bruiser over the back. First is Higgins. Higgins handballs to Curtis. Curtis in the centre looks wide. Over the top, put a lot of pressure on Hunt, and he's caught. Ball up.
Ball up there on the 50-metre line for Ramblers. Strong tackling there. The ball's thrown up. Bruiser Pedler trying to find a teammate. Goes to the outer side, looking for Joel Nagel. Joel Nagel puts a bit of pressure on, goes to the ground. Tumby Bay are about to move it out.
Oh, come on, give us a go. We've got the ball. Shannon, FAD, downfield to Butler. David Butler picks the ball up right on the centre wing.
Got to get it down the ground somehow.
Okay, Craig. There's no need to be nasty about it. Butler tries to get around his man. Ooh, very adventurous around Holman. Gets on under pressure on the left, and I reckon he has roosted it out of bounds on the full.
Holman kicks all day, handballs, marks, and pressurised football. Created the error, and now it's in Ramblers' hands again. Berger goes along the outer side.
Oh,
what's happened here?
out of bounds.
Out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, lovely. No pressure on that one.
That's terrible.
Terrible.
I don't even think it was Berger.
Shannon to bring the ball back into play. Looking for James. Goes. Oh, he's
in the back.
Got a free kick. He's going to play. Is he going to? No, he's not going to. Bring it back. James gets the free kick. Tumby Bay's latest foray into attack. Who have we got looking for options? Reid provides nice. A little chip over the top to Horgan, the coach. Looking to, a lovely leg into the forward lines to Reid, who marks the ball. Excellent lead. Beautiful play. It's about time we've actually done something like this. Reid to go back to kick Tumby Bay's, hopefully, first goal. Yes. His brother. Do you want me to tell you that? Richard Horgan, the brother of Beaver.
Ex-premiership player for Ramblers.
Aren't they all? Anyway, Reid has lined up. He's had a kick on the left, and he is, I reckon he's put it through. He's kicked the first goal for Tumby Bay. The crowd goes wild.
Hooray for Tumby Bay. They move to 1 goal 2. That'll be 8 to Ramblers, 9 goal 5. The crowd's going wild here at Cummins Park.
Well, it's the first goal kicked by Tumby Bay in nearly 2 quarters of football. Wouldn't say it's fantastic at the minute, but they're on the board. Yes, they're on the board now. Code and Minard to go at it again in the centre. Harrowfield umpiring to throw up, so to speak. Centre has been dominated fairly well by Ramblers at this stage, but they do have a fair outfit in that centre. Ball goes up. Code, Minard. Who's got the tap? No, line ball. But Code still retrieves his own ball. Onto James, onto Curtis. Curtis into the forward lines. Oh no, there's a bit of stuff after play. After play, look out, she's on. She's on.
George Pedler, the fiery redhead. Hit him, boy, hit him, get in there. Get in there. Who cares about next year? It's a grand final on the line. Chuck him in there. Well done, George. You don't stand down. He's a peddler. Bruiser. Jim Holman. Boxer, the coach, he's in there.
Oh, George.
Still, George Pedler. Get up, son.
And he caught one too, by Jesus.
Still going on. Sean Fitzgerald, Adam Richardson, he won't fall away. Richo won the grand final for the boys last year, taking Mick Borden out of the game in the first quarter.
Great result, Tumby Bay with the football. David Butler might have just something that Tumby Bay needed, a bit of a dust up to get them going. 50.
Can't win on the scoreboard. They may as well try in the fights. They won't win that either, I don't reckon. 50 to them. That's the way they've been moving it down the field for most of the day with free kicks in 50 metres. Good luck to them.
Give me that friggin' microphone, you wanker. Now, Tumby Bay, I don't know if it's going to be well within his range. This may be just. Butler to line up for Tumby Bay's second goal in a matter of moments. Butler, very much needed goal as an understatement. He lines up, puts it up there. Oh, it looks like a beautiful kick to me. Yes, it's Tumby Bay's second goal. Tumby Bay, a bit of a run on at the moment after that little bit of a stoush. Oh, she's on again. There she's having another bit of a go here. Good to see. Get into it. It's a grand final. There's nothing left to do next week. Let's get into it, boys.
Party. Mad Monday, that's what's on.
Umpires.
That's what's at stake today.
Umpires getting some control back here. Excellent work. It looks like there's some blood rule here. Someone's sent off. They're sending someone off.
Richo.
They've what? George got blood rule. Here we go.
George Pedler. Someone got a cheap shot in, obviously. George Pedler's bleeding. He comes off. Nermal comes on. He's going to go straight into the centre of the ground. No, he's going to go onto the wing. All right, we got Harrowfield Cummings, one of them, throws the ball up. Minard taps forward.
Shannon gets magnificent handball by Shannon onto Hunt. Hunt in deep in the forward line. Here we go again. Kemp, not quite. Oh, no, it's a free kick. Yes, free kick to Horgan. It's a bit of a run on by Tumby at the moment. Need to finish one off. What's on offer? Not much at the moment. Just sits it up, hoping for grabs. Who have we got? Dylan Higgins is there? No, Reed. Oh, here is an opportunity. Clark off the deck has kicked the third goal for Tumby Bay. Your beauty. Bit of a run on.
Crowd goes wild here at Cummins Park. Tumby Bay move on to 3-2. That'll be 20, I believe. Crossy to Ramblers 9-5, 59. Tumby Bay shown a little bit of good fighting spirit. Yes, thanks, Joe. In the last 2 minutes, they've kicked the last 3 goals. Ramblers might be a little bit rattled, but hopefully they can get their game back on and get the next one and settle the game.
Yes, it's the bald umpire. We can't tell the difference between Cummings and Harrowfield except for the height.
George Pedler onto the field, been cleaned up. His nose has stopped bleeding.
Yes, Mum was there. Good to see. But the ball goes to Bruiser yet again.
Bruiser gets it forward. We're looking for Berger here. Berger. Crossy, I'm just going to lick my pencil here, mate, again. Another post high. Ramblers move on to 10-5, 65. Berger. Berger goes back. He's probably about 40, 45 metres out. Post high, Crossy. Lick your pencil. Goes back, head over the ball. This is to settle it. Stem the flow for Ramblers, and there was never a doubt in that one. Previous century goal kicker of 05 and 04. Rowley, the century goal kicker of 06. Ramblers move along to 10-5. That's going to be 65 for Tumby Bay, 3-2, and that's 20. 45-point lead to Ramblers. Probably 20 minutes into the second quarter, Joe, you would think?
There wouldn't be a lot of time left the first half. Tumby rattled on a couple of goals here, good to see. But then, yes, Ramblers have the steadying one. We need to get a couple on the board before half-time to make a bit of a contest coming into the second half.
As Cummings throws the ball up into the centre, we've got Minard and Code going at it again. Code to Pedler, down to the ground. It's got to be a free kick to Pedler, surely. One of them. There's a few out there today. Bruiser goes back, yes. It's going to go long. Who's on offer? Looks up ground, looking for Binge and Berger. Oh. Lick your pencil, Berger. On the left, he's going to Rowley. Rowley in the forward pocket. Good effort, spoiled by Tumby Bay.
Higgins to Laurie. Laurie to Cave, back to Code. Code on the left in a little bit of trouble.
He's handballed it to Richardson. He's found Manane on the left foot. He's kicked another one. No, it's not Manane, it's Deslands. Richardson, good play. He lets him know about it too. That was a terrible hand pass. Well done, Richo. Deslands finishes off. Ramblers 11-5. What's that going to be, Crossy? 71?
Yes.
Yeah, 71. Tumby Bay 3-2, 20. 51 points. Ramblers.
Yeah. Thanks. Have a breather. Just when we thought Tumby Bay were having a bit of a fight back there, Ramblers kicked 2 quick goals to settle their side. Back to the centre again. Up by Cummings, throws the ball up. Minard, lovely tap, clear. Oh, straight to Brute. That's a throw. Gone unnoticed. Shannon handball round traffic, gives it to James. James on the run, drops the ball. Oh, it's going to be another FAD. Well done. Kemp to take the ball, right hand forward flank. Horgan. Richard Horgan, the coach, to take the ball on the right hand forward flank. Tumby Bay to kick them deep into attack. What do we have on offer here? We've got James, we've got Reed, we've got Shannon. Puts it up for grabs. Shannon at the back there, sets. No mark. Off hands to Shannon. Sharks the ball brilliantly and kicks a goal. Magnificent play by Jay Shannon, the 2006 male medalist. Magnificent work. Good to see the Tumby having a bit of fight here. Get a bit of a contest back into the game. Still a bit of fire around the place too, Craig.
Very much, Joe. It's good to see Tumby Bay coming back, making a very good game of this. A lot of fire. Jay Shannon, fantastic goal off the pack. That's why he's a male medalist. Well done, Jay. Bring it back into the middle. We've got Harrowfield throwing this one up, the tall, bald one.
Tall ball.
We've got Minard, Fitzgerald, Pedler, and Pedler in the middle for Ramblers. Minard goes up against Cody. Code wins the tap.
Oh, shark by Hunt. I think that might be holding the ball. Yes.
It's holding the ball. Well done. Ooh, hello, we've got Bruiser Pedler lined up for another one.
Yes, it's
Ram
a bloody...
best and fairest for 06.
It's an absolute plethora of peddlers out there.
Looking for Deslands.
Oh, Alan Sharks at Hamels back to Code. Code to Chip, looking for Cave. Jacob Cave's up. Oh, hits the deck. Cave recovers. Oh, right, ridden into the ground. Boxer goes again. Hamels back to Pedler. Pedler on the left.
Sorry, Ben.
Puts it up for grabs. Nothing there. Nothing on offer and out of bounds.
Time to say sorry, George Pedler does. Apologise to his teammates. Usually hits them on the chest. We throw it in 50 metres out in a Ramblers forward line. We've got Code and Berger going up for it. Tumby Bay bring it out. Sean Fitz taps it forward. George Pedler taps it forward. Tumby Bay.
Andrew Allen chips to Craig Curtis. Curtis on the back flank looking for some options. Chips into looking for James. James takes front position. A lovely mark. Oh, could nearly been another 50, but no. Umpire says now. James chips up to looking for Jared Kemp. Too late.
Minard, Michael Minard, that is, for Ramblers, deep in the back pocket. Brings it into the centre of the ground. George Pedler, he's got an absolute paddock. Bruises out on the wing. Chips it out to Simon Pedler. And he goes back. He's held up well by Tumby Bay. Goes back on the right foot, pumps it in long, looking for... who we got there that's held onto that? That's Joel Nagel. That's a brilliant mark by Joel Nagel. He goes back, puts it in long, looking for Darren Rule at the back of the pack. What's he going to do here? Good body work. No, it's tapped forward. Tumby Bay. They're going to bring it out here.
Isaac LeBrun. Oh, he's tackled well and too high as the siren goes to end the first half of the 2006 Grand Final. Scores. Ramblers 11-5-71 to Tumby Bay 4-2-26.
Well, that concludes the first half of the Grand. Righto, here we are for the second half of the Great Flinders Grand Final for 2006. We've got Ramblers 11-5-71, Tumby Bay 4-2-26. As umpire Cummings throws up into the middle of the ground, we've got Cody and Minard going at it again. Curtis hard at it in the middle.
Oh, lovely, Curtis out of the middle, straight to James. Is it Reed or James? Oh, it's James. Centre half forward, nice mark. This is a bit better start to Tumby Bay, straight into the forward lines. Oh, that's a shocking kick. Absolutely ordinary.
Found Bruiser deep in defence. Bruiser sizes up his options. I think you got to keep it down the boundary side. He goes short, finds George Pedler, cousin. On the left foot, opposite side, doesn't matter to him though. He goes down on the outer side, looks like Boxer on the half-back flank there. Keeps it to the boundary side, looking for Sean Fitzgerald and Berger. Oh, it's play on. It's going to be a ball up. Just an update, Tyson Micken, hard at it guy in hospital at the moment, but everything's okay. No broken bones as umpire Cummings throws it up. Code again, looks like he won the tap, going Tumby Bay's way.
Curtis over the top to Hunt, falls over, no ball, goes straight to...
Minard picks it up, puts it on the boot, bit of a wobbly, but it's there. Sean Fitzgerald tries to size it up. Sean Fitzgerald.
Coming through, Steve Laurie off the bench, onto the ground and first kick straight in the forward lines. Kemp trying to beat two, can't. Punched at the back. Who's picked that up? Boxers in there. Looks like could be Stale. No, here goes Horgan. Handballs. Across to Clark, who has found Hunt. Oh, he's been flicked up. No free kick. Play on is the call.
Minard picks it up out of defence. Tackled as he goes to get it off. Oh, hold the ball.
Lovely tackle by David Butler, making his presence felt. Chips inside to Curtis. Bounces, picks up. Back turns this way, that way. Handballs to Code. Stands and delivers. Kicks straight to Clark and Reed. Reed takes a magnificent mark. Straight in front. This is the start Tumby Bay was looking for. Reed, only new to the club, only played a couple of games. Still a little bit green, finding his feet. Lining up for Tumby Bay's fifth goal. This should certainly make things a lot more interesting, Craig.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. He kicks this. Tumby Bay go to... and he puts it through. Tumby Bay, 5-goal, 2-32. Ramblers, 11-goal, 5-71. 2 minutes into the third quarter here at Cummins Park.
Cummins Park, like that.
Footy Park.
Oh, sorry, mate. You get yourself a beer whilst I'll carry on. Free beer apparently for Craig Pedler, co-commentator here today. Don't see any forthcoming from our direction, but that's okay. Tumby Bay back on the board. Fantastic to see. 5-2. Good start. Need another one out of the middle. Ramblers coming out second half. Ramblers still. Oh, Hereford, is it? It's the Hereford, the bald one. Different to the shorter bald Cummings. Hereford throwing the ball up. Code Minard. Go at it. Tap one by Minard. Lovely. Straight to Pedlo. Oh, it's been sharp by. Oh, Jay Shannon gets one high. 2006 male medalist. Goes back to put Tommy into attack yet again. Looking for James on the lead. He's got in front. Magnificent punch by Holman, but it's gone straight to Clark. Clark on the left. Goes for a run. Boots it downfield. Looking for the boundary line and finds it.
Good pressure football, Joel Nagel.
Was that it?
That's it.
Okay, throw in. Tumby Bay forward pocket. Kemp to do the ruck work. Over the top is Ramblers. Oh, don't get the ball out. No. Kemp butters up again. Handballs to nobody. Ball's on the deck. In dispute. And we'll see another ball up.
Tough football.
This is a bit better. Oh, there's still a little bit of tate-a-tate. David Butler is not a happy man. He has given it away. A free kick to Bruiser.
It's the Tumby Bay Redheads. They're in the B grade and the A grade. Firing up. Bruiser keeps it to the boundary side. Looking for Berger! Right in front of the Tumby Bay box. Show him the ball, boy. Put it post high, Chief. He goes into the middle. Looking for... Micken Pedler. Pedler gets it, bangs it forward, looking for Deslands. Deslands to run onto this, trying to beat the Tumby Bay defence, who will just see it overboard. No, they keep it in.
Yeah, great work, Sid Laurie. Handballs across to Dylan Higgins. Higgins looks inside. Oh, there's Cave on his own. Goes back, looking for another options. Come on, get the ball on, son. Here we go, out wide. Tuna, Steve Editon's come down from full back. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. A bit of play on, bit of work. Sticks the ball forward, looking for Butler, but chipping in.
Minard.
Oh, Butler has a crack at him.
Tiger Cabot picks it up. Strong in defence. The Tiger goes looking for Richo. Richo picks it up. Handballs into the middle. Finds George Pedler onto the left foot. Kicks it forward up into the air. It's a lottery. It's down on the ground. Craig Curtis is there mopping up for Tumby Bay. He's tackled. Sean Fitzgerald's in there. Oh, he's been hit, Shannon Minard, but tough as they come from the Ramblers. It's a ball up. Umpire Harrifield to throw it up. Ramblers about centre forward area, up it goes. We've got Code and Pedler going for it. Down to Fitzgerald, handballs it out to Rowley, gets it forward. Tumby Bay, it's all Tumby Bay. Corey Fitzgerald runs onto it. Darren Rule, Deslands, handballs it out. Tumby Bay sockers it forward. Jay Shannon chasing it to the boundary.
Lovely. Sid Laurie kicks the ball out to Jay Shannon, picks the ball up. This way, handballs over the top to Steve Laurie. Runs the boundary line very tight. Kemp to have a go here. Unlucky, good work. Ball still in the area. Oh, he's got the free kick. Lovely work. My co-commentator's not happy with the call, but it looked like it was there. Chips in the inboard to Horgan. Has a look. We've got a runner in the centre. Curtis is on. But goes longer. Looking for Butler. He's made a bit of... Oh, he's played on. Butler. Shit.
Oh, what a tackle, Tiger Cabot.
Oh, hold on. It's a bit of biffo. He might reverse this. No, he's maintained it. Should never have played on that one, David. Bad luck, but he's trying to get something happening. Cabot with the ball.
Tiger Cabot out of the back pocket. Strong, hard player for Ramblers. Took the day off shearing yesterday out of the Pedler farm so he could play in the grand final today. Plays it to the boundary, looks, finds George Pedler. It's only just 15 metres. George Pedler, as Ricky Clark stands the mark for Tumby Bay. Chips it short. Finds Corey Fitzgerald as Jay Shannon stands the mark. Corey Fitz goes back on the left. What's he got up forward? Keep it to the boundary. Chips it. He's got Binge Minard. That's a strong grab. Cody comes over the top. That's ordinary Cody. Well done, Binge Minard. What's he got up front? Goes. He's got Sean Fitzgerald. What have we done here? Sean Fitzgerald. Well done, boy. He's muscled him out. He goes forward looking for Darren Rule. Finds it strong with those vice grip hands again. Grip. Vice grip hands. Have another beer, boy. Have another beer. Anyway, Ruley, century goal kicker this year, is probably on the boundary. Tough angle. But if anyone's going to kick it from there, it's Ruley. He comes in, sizes them up, puts it to the top of the square as a good team player does. Richo grabs it and it's rushed through for a behind.
Another load of crap from Craig Pedler there. He missed. Ball's gone through for a point. Allen was tried to play on, but has been called back by the umpire. The bald one, as we've been calling him today. Allen gets the ball back to kick in yet again. Left footer, bank manager Tumby Bay. Looking for some options. Coe's on his own. He's seen him. Yes, he spotted him. He's kicked a lovely leg. No pressure whatsoever. That's better, boys. Come on, work it again. Butler's made a lead. Here's Kemp. Kemp's up. Who's at the bottom of the pack? Tiger Cabot. Cabot picks up handballs to Edna. Edna Nagel. Oh!
Well done, Tiger!
Clark's in there, in everything, having a go. Oh, and he's been given a free kick. Lovely work, Clark. Put his head down, had a go. Good to see. Clark to take the ball. Pretty much centre wing. Looks up. Who's the lead? James has made a lead. Ball's coming in high. James is bottling him out. It's gone over the back to Clark. Edna Clark running into an open goal. Can he kick it? And yes, he has. Another goal to Tumby Bay. Magnificent work. That's a bit better play by the Tumby boys. Gets their 6th goal on the board. Good to see Tumby kick the first 2 of the second half. Seem to have the momentum at the moment and hopefully can maintain it for the next couple of moments to get back and make a really good game of this.
Thanks, Joe. The sun's gone out of the day. It's very overcast here at the moment. The players, fantastic conditions for the boys. Tumby Bay back on the board, kicked the first 2 goals in the 3rd quarter. It's a premiership quarter, they say. Tumby Bay 6 goal 2. What's that equal? Crossy 38 to Ramblers 11 goals 6. I've got 72 on the scoreboard. Let's hope that's right. Umpire John Cummings throws the ball up. We've got Minard going at it in the middle. He's probably beaten that time, but we've got Joel Nagel steps through a couple, bangs it on the boot to Tumby Bay. Crossy's talking to someone else. So
sorry, mate. Sorry, I was talking to Clark on the burst, looking forward. Another foray. We've got Kemp coming in, beautiful leg, and Kemp marks. That's more like it. Go back and have a shot, son. Beautiful play by the Tumby boys. Steve Laurie off the bench. Comes straight on and has had a fantastic influence on the game as soon as he's come on the ground. Now Kemp lining up. Slight, fairly acute angle. Right leg, about 445 metres out. Well within range. Very important kick this, Kemp. Could change the whole nature of the game if he gets this. Going back, he's having a look. I think he's missed to the near side. Unlucky. Good play by Tumby. Good to see they're coming back. Certainly a lot more confidence building that last foray.
A lot more ascendancy here by Tumby Bay in the 3rd quarter. As I said, the premiership quarter. In the back, we've got Tyson Micken waiting for the ball, about to kick it back in. Ramblers looking for a steadier. Tyson Micken. It's got to go long here. Plays to the outer side. Looking for, hell, I reckon that's Edna Nagel. It's been, it was Crossy, it was there. Yeah, well done, Edna. Goes back, keeps it to the boundary side. Looking for Minard. Tumby Bay in the foray. Jay Shannon, the male medalist. Tumby Bay.
Curtis has gone to Clark. Clark, oh! Dropped what he should have taken. Has gone to Pedler again.
George Pedler playing a great game out of defence. Goes long on the outside. Tumby Bay, it's settled. Oh, here we go, look out.
Steve Laurie again. 4 or 5 kicks this quarter. Straight to Kemp. Beautiful lead, nice mark. Yes, Steve Laurie certainly had a change on this game since he's come on. Impact's the word. Kemp's going to the forward line. Shannon! Lovely mark, Jay Shannon. 2006 male medalist. Need this one, Jay. Very good kick for goal. Had an excellent year, as we said before. Only a young fella, but is having a fantastic season. Needs to finish this one off.
Hate to put the mockers on him, Crossy, but I think the grand final pressure's on him.
I do. Was it lick the pencil, isn't it? Maybe we shouldn't have.
Lick it for a behind.
Okay, Craig. Your boys have the ball.
Jay Shannon kicks it behind, comes out to Micken looking out the outer side. Pedler marks it on 40 metres out. Probably going to go long down the boundary side. He's got a couple of leads. He's got Minard leading across the centre of the ground. Goes towards Minard. There's been a boundary.
Shocking kick. Pressure's got the bruiser, obviously. Jay Shannon marks the ball, chipping into Hunt. Ooh. Tiger Cabot comes over the back. Lucky to get away with that. Handballs to Higgins. Higgins is caught. Ball's in dispute, and there will be a throw up, Cummings to throw the ball up. The bald-headed one throws it. Code with Bruiser. Nothing in it. Cody grabs the ball, handballs, tries to Horgan. Horgan's head down, bum up, straight into George Pedler. Another ball up.
Decision, umpire Harrafield there.
Dubious decision. Cummings. That's the bald one. We're going with the bald one these days. Cummings. They're both bald by the look of it. Now who have we got here? Oh, Bruiser pushing his way through, but Hunt flicks it out. Oh, he's given it away. He's what? What is that?
Crossy was there. You can't hold someone's leg while he's trying to run. Ramblers get it deep into fence. That's 50. Come on, ump! Should have been 50. He goes looking for Berger. He could nearly kick this from here, but he's going to find someone short. Berger goes back, looks what's ahead, goes short to Corey Fitzgerald, will swing around onto his left. That's 20-metre kick. That's a lovely. Fitz on the left. It's probably pretty ordinary to his cousin, Sean Fitzgerald. Tumby Bay.
Andy Allen's picked the ball up on the left, looking for James, uses the body. Unlucky. Ball's in the air. Great tackle, Jay Shannon. Crowd's going wild here. Clark's got the ball. He's on his left. Gets through the ball magnificently. Ball in dispute.
You got no boy.
My commentator's now umpiring. Ball goes into Ramblers' forward line, taken by. Who's that?
Ricky Clark, he's got the gloves on.
Ball goes into Rams. Oh, and another suspect free kick.
Suspect it may be, Joe, but Adam Richardson, the heart of nails of the Rambler Football Club. Hard as nails, I meant to say, whatever. Adam Richardson goes back. It's probably a bit of an angle, about 45-degree angle. About 40 metres out. I think he's yet to kick a goal today. 15, the ex-doggies full forward, goes back. Post high, lick your pencil.
Doesn't make the distance, does it?
It's a goal.
Oh, shit.
What have you done, Ump? Umpy, give us a signal.
Called a goal, mate.
He's called it a goal. Might not have been post high, but the pencil looking was correct. Well done, Adam Richardson. Ramblers move on to 12 goals 6. What's that, Crossy?
6 goals 4. 6. 72.
70, more than that. 78. Damn. 60, 72, 78. Tumby Bay, 6 goal 4. 40, correct.
Cummins.
As umpire Cummings throws it up in the middle. Goes down. Corey Fitzgerald out of the middle. Great get. Pumps it forward into the Rambler. Berger Fitzgerald. I might say it again, fans, I know. But lick your pencil, post high. I think he's going for 4 for the day. Him and Darren Rule have controlled the forward line for Ramblers. The middle's where it's being won. I liken this guy to a David Neitz. Doesn't miss. Does not miss. But he kicked a goal. Post high. The pencil was leaked before it was sent in. But Ramblers move on now to 13-6. Plus 6 from 78. That's 84. Tumby Bay, 6 goal 4. That's 40. Their score hadn't moved.
Give your pencil a break, Craig. You've obviously got your hand on the pencil a little bit too much this afternoon. Tumby Bay, yes, they've got a couple of goals back, Ramblers. The momentum has swung slightly towards them again, but there's still opportunity in this quarter to kick a couple of quick ones. Tumby Bay desperately need at least 2 or 3 before the quarter finishes. Cummings up again. Code fired up. Flick straight to Curtis. Magnificent tap. Handball straight to Clark on the left. This is better football. Clark runs. Oh, mark that, you poor buggers. It's gone straight to, yes, that man, Jim Holman.
Nah, Micken.
Is it? Oh,
Jim Holman.
You idiots.
Can't even commentate.
I'll start commentating Ramblers. You can do Tumby. You don't even know the names. Here you go.
Who's that? Edna goes down the outer side wing. Definitely a free there to Tumby Bay.
Definitely. Thank you very much. I'm just grabbing the microphone out of his hands at this stage. Craig Curtis. A free, been one of Tumby's better players. Oh, and 50 metres. 50 metres. Here we go. This is something we certainly need to capitalise on. Tumby Bay, 6'4", 13'6". Curtis, I still think would be slightly out of range. It's going to be up for grabs. Reed makes a lead. Ignored. Falls over. Curtis goes back, has another look. There's another lead. Kemp, no, he's going to pump it in long by the looks. Sits it up for grabs, and who have we got here? Edna Clark, pushes out Bruiser, but no free kick. Ball's in dispute over the line. Very dubious that one. Should have probably been a free kick. Ball's thrown in. Who's it? Kemp, Bruiser. No one wins the tap. Goes to Shannon. All over the place. He's everywhere. Has a kick. Gets smothered. Hunt picks the ball up, handles back to Curtis. Curtis has a look at the goals. Goes bang! And I think he's missed.
To the offside.
Again. Geez, I've had some opportunities, Tumby Bay, in this quarter. Ramblers to kick in again.
Ramblers get it through Forrest Micken out of the full-back line. He sizes up his options. I think he'll go to the outer side again. It's where Ramblers have been playing set plays. It was, hang on. Yeah, that's right. That's a set play. Yep, goes out, 50-metre kick, looking for Claughts. It's marked by Tumby Bay.
Tuna.
No,
It's Sam Reid. He's what?
Play on.
Sam Reid goes on the left. Bang. Sends it straight in long. Up for grabs. No, it's brushed through for a behind. Bit of confusion there. We weren't sure what was going on. Ramblers have another kick out. Tumby Bay peppering the goals.
Tumby Bay putting pressure on the scoreboard halfway through the third quarter. Forrest Micken again goes to the outer side, looking what's happening out there. Goes long now. Who's he sized up? He's found Jim Holman, that man again. He's having a great game in the back lines today. Who goes short, looking for Jade Benane. He's come off the bench, started on the bench today. Jade Benane goes to the outer side. Who's he looking for out there? There's
Sam Reid. Sam Reid handles to that man Curtis. Back to Allen on the left. Sizes up, has a chip into Hunt. Not quite up. Handballs back to Curtis, in a bit of trouble. Handballs out and straight to George Pedler, who gets out of trouble somehow.
George Pedler kicks down.
Very quickly. Straight back to us. Andy Allen has a look again, and Hunt's on his own. Pushes back, has a look around. Get the ball on, son. Get the ball on. Edna Clark makes a lead. It's a beautiful kick, except it was too short.
Tiger Cabot goes out looking for the coach. Boxer. Great grab, Boxer. He plays on. Sizes up the wing, looking for Binge Minard. He's going to run onto it. Bit of pressurised football. He's beaten to the ball, but it's out of bounds. That's good play. Good hard football by Tumby Bay and Ramblers here at this stage. Halfway through the third quarter, the ball's thrown in. Jay Shannon taps it down, looking for Nigel James. Handballs it on. Jay Shannon handballs it forward.
Dylan Higgins has a look. He's cleared. Nice shepherd by James. He puts it in, looking for 2 on 1. Bit hard.
The old tall bruiser peddler, they're reliable. He's looking for Sean Fitzgerald. He's found him. Sean Fitzgerald, the left footer, down in the deep back pocket. Not much on offer. Looks for, there he is. Yes, Michael Minard. Minard goes back right now. Sizes up his options, trying to hold it up, stem the flow of play. He's got to go long, I think. Goes long, looking for Berger and Tyson Waite. Tyson Waite over the back. Young Nermal, that's a fantastic grab. Welcome to the big league, boy. He looks forward. Give it to him, Nermal. There's Tumby Bay, boys. Give it to him, boy. He kicks forward in the forward line, looking for Rowley. Finds that Rowley's probably about 70 metres out too far at this stage, but who knows with Rowley, century goal kicker. Looks for Richo, the ex-Bulldogs full forward. He'll take probably a 40-metre run up for this one. But, Crossy, lick your pencil. Lick it, Crossy. Lick it. The pencil, I mean. Lick it. Don't do a hammy, Richo. Not yet, boy. Got to kick the goal first, son. Richo spits in his hands, rubs them together. Runs in now. The one-hand grip on it. The umpire's hardly moved. A bit to the right, though. Not too much, and it's through. Ramblers move along to 14 goals, 6, 90. Tumby Bay, 6 goals, 6. Tumby have had some opportunities this quarter, probably haven't made the most of it, and Ramblers go down to their forward line with one opportunity and put a goal. Tumby Bay would be doubting themselves right now, Crossy.
Long way to go yet, Craig. We need to start another fight. Where's Butler? Butler, get something happening, mate. 14 goals, 6 to 6 goals, 6, 8 goals. Their lead's extended by a goal from half time. So we need to certainly get a number on the board right now. Centre line code. Minard up.
Cummings throws it up.
Minard backhands it outside to Boxer, drops the ball, flicks over to Nermal, no. Curtis picks the ball up, looks outside, Clark on his non-preferred foot, handballs, under pressure. Boxer, no, nothing. Harrifield, oh, hold on, bit of a flick. That's it, Butts. Get it going again. Stir him up.
Can't win the game, win the fight.
We need to get something happening here. Code taps out. James is ready to go. Boxer was chipped in. Oh, he's gone. Oh, no. Oh, Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald on the opposite side, kicks it down deep into the forward line. Berger Fitzgerald. George Pedler, it's going to be rushed. Oh, no, it's brought in inside. Here we go. We've got Jared Waite running onto it with Rowley. Jared Waite picks it up. Handballs to Sean Fitzgerald on the left foot. He swings it back for another one. Go the Pies. Come on. Yeah, the Ramblers move on to 13 goals, 6. Bloody hell, I think this one's sewn up for the 2006 Grand Final. Come on, the Pies! Getting some pretty ordinary looks on Tumby Bay.
Please excuse my co-commentator, he's just lost something. Yes, I can't say too much at the moment, Stan. We're 9 goals down. But we've got something to work on. Come on, Code, let's go for it, big fella. Coach has put himself into the middle. Curtis, James and Code against the Rambler outfit. The ball goes up, Code. Minard wins the tap straight to Boxer. Drops the ball. Oh, he got it again. Yeah, good on him. Oh, Berg. Oh.
I don't want to get too excited, guys, but Berger's going to pass it off. Binge Minard. He's foul. Minard marks. I haven't seen Minard play a lot of footy this year. I'm not too confident on licking the pencil, but he's probably lining up on a very slight angle 30 metres out, Joe.
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah, 30 metres out, I think. Bird's eye view from where we're sitting. Go back, take your time, son. Minard walks in, lines him up, sizes his options. He's bent it back with the wind. I don't want to get too excited because there's some Tumby fans next to me, but that's another one for Ramblers. Ramblers move along to 16 goals, 6, 102 to Tumby Bay, 6 goals, 6, 42. And it's a hostile crowd here.
Yes, 90. We got the B-grade premiership captain, Kerry Franks, just shaking hands with my co-commentator. Yes, 95 was a great year, Grouse. There's no doubt about that. It's much more fun commentating, not being 10 goals down. Anyway, Cummins throws the balls up. Code straight to Horgan, straight to Shannon. Shannon chips, looking for Kemp. Ball's on the deck. Oh no, buttering up is. Yeah, well done, Craig.
Jade Benane.
Out
to Ed Nagel. Taps it on. Looking for Jared Waite. Jared Waite. Oh.
Magnificent tackle, David Butler.
Too high, the umpire.
Too what?
Holding
the ball, you wanker. My co-commentator has lost the plot. He's got too excited. Butler across to Curtis. Curtis sits it up for grabs. We've got James. We've got Camp over the back. Jono Hunt on the left, this way, that way. Luke Shannon chips in. Straight to Sam Reid, set himself. Ball hits the deck. He butters up on the right. And it's out of bounds. Much better foray into the forward lines for Tumby Bay.
Next year we could set the commentary up the other side. So I don't get
my co-commentator is a bit scared of the hostile Tumby Bay crowd. Not that seems to worry him too much at the moment. What happened there?
What's happened?
Oh, it was a rush. Geez, we missed that. Tumby Bay had a shot for goal and another point.
It's now gone from 60 points Ramblers' way to 59. So Ramblers kick it out. Forrest Micken. Who's he found out on the outer side? Jade Manane, I believe, on his right foot. Kicks looking for Minard. And there's the third quarter. As we might... Oh, we're off. We can't commentate anymore. See ya. I was going to give an update. I was going to give an update or something. Minard, Cody goes at it. Minard knocks it forward. Tyson Waite. George Pedler off the ground, straight into Tumby Bay's hand. Looks for
Andy Allen to David Butler. David quick off the foot. Bart's Bruiser is in the race for it. First one to get there. Picks it up. No. Still on the deck. In disputes. Will be a bounce up. Still a little bit of feeling. Still a little bit of feeling in the game at the moment. Oh, Jamesy. Yes, Nigel James gets the free kick. Goes back and really makes it a fairly hard task for Jared Kemp, but he just doesn't make it, and the ball trickles over the line. There still is a bit of feeling around the place. Tumby Bay having a bit of a go. Ball's thrown in. James Minard's on the deck. Straight away goes to Hunt. Hunt's first to get there. Handballs to Kemp. Kemp sits it up. Top of the square. That's the spot. Sam Reid runs onto it. Can he mark this one? No, he can't. Curtis tries, but to no avail. Fitzgerald to George Pedler.
Fitzgerald finds George Pedler in defence, probably the 50 metres out from Tumby Bay goal square. Goes towards the boundary. Finds Michael Minard. Goes back. He's played a good game today, Michael Minard. Keeps it to the boundary side. Looking for Berger. He's played a brilliant game. Puts the paws up. Doesn't mark. Code out of the air. Tumby Bay is going to go out of bounds. And out of bounds right in front of the commentators, Craig Pedler and Joe Cross today. As the umpire throws it back in, Cody grabs it out of there.
Straight out of the air to Curtis. Curtis to Butler. Butler sizes things up. Chips into looking for the... but there's that Jim Holman again. Jim Holman straight. Oh, drop mark. Ball's on the deck. Higgins is in there, and it's going to be a free kick to Dylan Higgins. Plays on. Curtis to Horgan. Horgan chipping, looking for John Hunt in a race for it. Is Reid overruns the ball. Yes, straight to Micken, and Micken relieves.
Boundary line.
Boundary line out of side.
Well documented kick by Forrest. Documented. Well done, Forrest. Been strong in defence, Forrest. He's played a very good game as the ball gets thrown back in. We've got Bruiser Pedler going up against Cody again. Cody's played a good game for the Tumby Bay Football Club. George Pedler falls onto the ball, onto the right foot, finds Minard short, goes back. What's he got on offer today? He's looking for the full forward, Rawley. Rawley's got a couple to contend with. It's punched out. Tumby Bay are probably in the box seat here. Rawley falls for it, goes to ground, picks it up, kicks it forward, looking for Adam Richardson. Adam Richardson puts his hands up, no. Tumby Bay in defence. Soccer it through for another behind. Andy Allen, I've just been told, has scored a point for Tumby Bay, and a well-deserved point. For Ramblers, yeah. But he might as well be for Tumby. Put on their score. They need it.
Give it here. My co-commentator's starting to be a wanker again. Andrew Allen to kick in. Chips. Looking for... No, it's been called back. The umpire has not called play on. Allen to kick in again. Looking for some options. Short, long. There's not much movement out there at the moment, Tumby Bay. Looking for Higgins and Code. Higgins flies. Code over the back. Takes the ball, handballs. Looking for Adderton. It's the left foot of Horgan, gets it forward. All run over it. Butler comes into it, no good. Can he pick it up? Oh, is it over the top? No. Handballs on and luckily bounces.
Jared Waite picks it up, puts it forward. Lick your pencils, ladies and gentlemen, because this might be another goal. Actually, there's been a good duel today between Andrew Cabot and who's he been standing?
You're telling the story.
Yeah, I did know. It's been a great... Who's...
Yeah. The redhead's David Butler.
David Butler, that's him. It's been a good duel between Tiger Cabot and Butler today. No winners out there, really, as it's been brought into the Rambler forward line again. Simon Pedler, probably about 35 out. He's actually kicked it behind. No, he hasn't. He's kicked a goal. I don't know what's happened there, but Ramblers move on to another goal. Joe, I don't want to say too much, but, you know, the only thing you can win now is probably the fight. You're not going to win the game.
Well, let's get one happening, because there's not much else going at the moment. Where's David Butler when you need him?
Might be one on the sides in a minute.
If the co-commentator, Craig Pedler, gets out of here alive, it'll be an absolute miracle. As we come back to the centre, players look a little bit despondent. It's been a very hot day here today. Now it's magnificent playing conditions. Oh, it's Herrifield, the bald one. It's Code and Minard yet again. Minard wins the tap. No response. No. Oh, taken out of the pack by
Fitzgerald. Corey Fitzgerald puts it long into attack for Ramblers. Well spoiled there by Tumby Bay. Sean Fitzgerald's around. Rawley's around there. Tumby Bay put it out to the outer side.
Oh, yes. Allen goes to Clark. And Clark's off on the left. Looks inboard to Code. Shocking kick. Hard to pick up. But Cave does very, very well. Handballs too. Horgan. The coach is running. Lovely pass to the leading Reid. And it's a beautiful mark. Probably one of the best passages of play Tummy's had today. Reed on the left. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities today, but he's, as the saying goes, I don't know about lick your pencil on this one. I'm a bit dubious, but we'll see how Sammy goes. On the left, comes in, and no, the pencil is not being licked at this stage. Another point goes on the board.
It's probably just sized up Tumby Bay's day today. The score, Ramblers 17-7, 109. Tumby Bay 6 goals, 8-44. I hope the scoreboard can add up. We have got Forrest Micken out of fullback, done a fantastic job today, the unorthodox player. Looking for Jim Holman, that man again. He played a good half. Oh, the umpire's licked his whistle too early. Oh, it's a ball up. Umpire Harrifield, what are you doing?
Umpires have been shit all day.
Harrifield. Too early, boy. It's a ball up now, deep in Tumby's attack. Oh, there's a free. Oh, what way, Harrifield? You going our way, your way?
What's gone, Tumby? Give it here. Sid Lowry tips into full forward. Oh, there's another free kick. Forrest a little bit, as you say, unorthodoxed. All over our full forward, Steve Reed, who's lying up again. Hopefully this one's going to be a little bit better than the last attempted goal. Reed, only about 30, 35 metres out, directly in front. No, it wouldn't be that many. Reed lining up for goal number 2, I believe. Shouldn't be any problem. We're licking our pencils as we speak. Why, I don't know. He's missed another one.
He's the one that's played 3 games.
He's the one that's played 3 games, mate.
Sam Reed kicks another behind, maybe a little bit out of touch for the year. He's only played a few games as Forrest Micken brings it back in for the Rambler Football Club on the outer side. Looks like Jade Manane brings in Bruiser. Take another grab. Goes back, sizes up his options. He's got Binge Minard in the middle leading strongly. Ignores him. Goes towards... Who we got? Is that Rowley? It's Rowley. Rowley's gone up forward. Bit far out for Rowley to score another 110th goal or whatever for the year, the century goal kicker. He goes forward, gives one off, looking for Berger, the previous century goal kicker for the 2 years beforehand. Geez, probably a little bit far out on a bit of an acute angle for this one, I would think, Joe. No, I know when to lick the pencil and when not to. And this one's probably going to go into the play. He'll look to pass this one off the team player he is. Or have a shot.
Oh, one of the two.
No, into the middle. He's found Corey Fitzgerald. Oh, should have been at Tumby Bay.
Allen's handled it back to James, over the top to Shannon. Shannon to Horgan. Jay Shannon, the 2006 mile medalist, has just been caught by Jimmy Ullman. Magnificent piece of play. Horgan to pick the ball up. Horgan's this way, that way, in a bit of trouble. Curtis overruns the ball. Oh, and here he is again, Jim Holman. Surely not. He couldn't, could he? Thank Christ. Excellent play.
For my mind, Joe, that probably would have capped off a performance for Jim Holman if he had a kick that. I probably would have nearly penciled him for the 3 votes. But you kick a point, Jim. Unfortunately, you miss out on the day. So Tumby Bay to bring it back in.
Yes, thank you, Craig. Andrew Allen chips in to Horgan. Pushes back, see what's on offer. James is on the flank. Not much forthcoming at the moment. Chips to Josh Cave. Chipping around a bit at the moment. Tumby Bay maintaining possession as they work their way up the centre wing. Ball's up for grabs. James flies. There are Jimmy Holman's in it, no mark. Jay Shannon picks the ball up. This way, that way. Tries to get the ball going. Down the flank. And the ball is pushed out over the line, out of bounds. Centre wing.
That was the commentator.
Yeah, the commentator, as you can see, is a very unattractive man. Ball comes in. Lovely tap by Code. Straight to Gearbox on the left. We've got Butler chipping up, looking for Hunt. Flies, no mark. Fleming at the front. Lovely work. Over the top to Jared Kemp. Bit of an ugly kick and straight to Bruiser again. He has played a magnificent game today. Only recently become a father too, by the way. Congratulations.
Recently become a father, yes. Ava Renee. Well done, Bruiser. Goes out long, out to the outer side here. Oh, Minard's been told the ball!
Oh, it's got to be the tackle of the day. Magnificent tackle, Jared Kemp. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. Handballs off to Horgan. Horgan deep into attack, looking for Sid Laurie's up there now. Drops the mark, butters up, handballs on. Who we got? Steve Reed. 2-on-2 here. What's going to happen here? Sam Reed gets past 1-2, handballs the ball off. Fleming, looked like he was taking a bit high. Pushes the ball on. Still in play. It's just in play. Who we got? Oh, no, it's a free kick there. Hunt, captain of the Tumby Bay. The Tumby Bay Football Club.
Leg by Jim Holman.
Very acute angle. Jim Holman is in everything. He's been up and down, back and forth, all over the shop. He's unreal. Hunt passes off to that man, Butler. Butler, the man who's been stirring things up a bit today. Oh, he's played on. He's played on. And he's kicked surely not another one. Another point. We've wasted some opportunities today, I'm afraid, Craig.
Yeah, they have. They've peppered the goal lines late in this game, but unfortunately only for behinds. As Forrest Micken brings it back in, looking for James Minard. Strong box of the coach. He's done all right today on the left foot. Keeps it to the boundary side. Brings it down, looking for Deslands. Deslands overruns it. Brings it back. It's probably going to run out of bounds, and that's probably the safest place for it to be right now. As the umpire grabs it, brings it back in. Michael Minard's called himself off. He's had enough for the day. He wants to just get drunk. There we go to Boxer. Boxer picks it up. George Pedler over outside. Jared Waite. Jared Waite picks up. Play the boundary, Jared. Well done, Jared Waite. Tough, hard football. It's what happens when you're a young fella and the old fellas try and get you, Jared, but well done. You kept your cool. Cody knocks it forward down to Tumby Bay. Rawley's in there. Oh, it's a free.
Throw on the ball. Butler. Played all right today, Butts. David Butler getting up slightly gingerly.
Don't worry, Rawley, you've kicked 100, boy.
Handballs the ball off to Allen. On the left, has a look. Looking for Jay Shannon. Beautiful kick, nice mark. Pushes back. Going to, looking for some movement here. What's going on? Here we go. Shannon looking to Kemp. He's got around his opponent. Oh, he's up, but yes, free kick given.
Clawts.
Lovely work.
Clawts over the shoulder.
Jared Kemp. Clumsy work by Clawton there.
Played a good game, mate.
Jared Kemp chips to Sid Laurie. Yeah. Sid still probably a little bit too far out, one would feel. One would feel he's a little bit too far out of his reach, but you never know on a day like today. Goes back, quite deliberate. Oh, he's taking his time, pulling the socks up, having a look around.
Shot clock's on.
He's going to pump it in long. Who have we got up there? Looking for a grab. We need one. Oh, he's gone off to the right, and it's out of bounds. No, what's going on there? Was that a free kick?
Did not see a crossy.
They're plucking it.
I know. Bruiser Pedler's down there. He's got it. Brings it back into attack on the outer side, looking for Corey Fitzgerald. Yes, he's played an okay game. Corey Fitzgerald on the left hand and the left foot. Sorry. Shannon Minard takes a strong grab on the 50-metre line. Pumps it on the outside. Looking for down in front. Hello, we got here. They're everywhere. Forrest, he's kicking them out. He's kicking them in. He's doing everything today, Forrest. Sean Fitzgerald on the left foot. He's found Deslands. Deslands, play on, son. Take some glory. He's looking for Berger and Rawley, the two Centurion goal kickers. And there's Minard, picks it up, tries to get a late goal, but unfortunately just puts it through for a behind. But that means Ramblers move along to 17 goal 9, 110. Tumby Bay 6 goal 10, 46. Unfortunately, I think the game's over. Ramblers, Tumby Bay kick it out.
Oh, he's kicked it to himself.
Some stairsy crossing.
You are?
Yeah.
My co-commentator's starting to get a little bit nervous at some of these Tumby Bay supporters to his left. That's okay, we'll look after him, pig's ass. Anyway, on with the footy. Craig Curtis chipping it up the forward line, looking for Jared Kemp. Ball lands in front. At the back, Manane.
Inboard.
Stout in defence, and there he is again. Jesus. Chips it out in front of
Jared
Waite. Oh, that's on the ball, I reckon.
On the ball.
Oh, another lovely Harrifield.
Good decision, Ian. Harrifield. Well done.
Good on you. Yes, we're starting to get a little bit bored in the commentary position here, Tumby Bay way. Oh, here we go. Jacob Cave plucks it out of mid-air, kicking to Sid Laurie. Laurie takes a lovely mark. Up, son, up. He's got a bloke on here. Come on. As he gets up, has a look around. Pumps it into full forward. Reed on a lead. Can he take the mark? No. Can he butter? Oh, he's fallen. He butters up. Kemp. Oh, it's a bit of a fumble of mistakes, and I think it might even end up going over the line. Or is it? No, it's still in play.
Forrest Micken.
Where is he? He's been everywhere. Ball still in play. Oh, we're still chipping it down the boundary line. David Fleming handballs left. Sid Laurie over the top again. Back to Sam Reed on the left. Has a look. pumps her into full forward. John Hunt sets himself and takes a well-timed mark.
Good grab.
Lovely mark that, lovely mark.
Well played.
Tumby Bay captain lining up for the 7th. Yes, that's what it says on the book there, mate. John Hunt captain. Looking for Tumby Bay's 7th goal. Very few and far between today, I'm afraid, the goals for Tumby Bay. They've just been outclassed and outmatched today by a far better Ramblers unit. Here we go, Hunt to kick. Goal number 7, no, was it lick your... I'm afraid my co-commentator's missed the lick your pencil because he's been too busy discussing crap with the local spectators. He's trying to smooth them over. The maddening crowd to his left so he doesn't get assaulted on his way out. No, they've been far too good today, Ramblers. A very good outfit. No doubt the start helped. Six goals to zip in the first quarter certainly did not help Tumby's chances once whatsoever.
Cummings.
Here we go.
Cummings. Umpire Cummings got the ball in the middle again. Hello, looks like we've got Bruiser Pedler going up against Cody. Bruiser probably gets this one out to the coach Boxer. Boxer sends it forward. Oh, there he is, Rowley. Probably a bit far out for Darren Rule. He's kicked a few. He's had a good game today. Sends it deep into attack. Looking for... Oh! Who is it? It's Minard. Bloody hell, James Minard. He's going to go back and try and kick Ramblers 18th. Good shepherd there by Adam Richardson. He's played in a few premierships, the ex-Central District's full forward. Gives a bit of advice to his young fella, James Minard. Goes back. Cummings directs the player where to stand. He goes back. And he's put that one through. And Ramblers celebrate. Boxer, the coach, is absolutely excited. First year down here at Ramblers and he wins a premiership. He's having a ball. The boys are just running around with smiles on their face now. What a fantastic season the boys have had. Tumby Bay have been the other measuring stick of the season, but on the day, Ramblers look to be just too good. As the ball goes back into the middle in a moment, we've got umpire Harrifield, I reckon, might throw this one up. The boys are just starting to taste them now, and I'll tell you what, boys are tasting pretty good. Tasting pretty good. Harrifield throws this one up. Crossy's not too happy. Harrifield's going to throw this one up. Bruiser in the ruck against Cody. Bruiser knocks that forward. We got running on Tyson Waite. Jared Waite, sorry. Good game by Tyson last week in the reserves for Magpies in Adelaide. Well done, Tyson. It's thrown up again. Bruiser knocks it down. Corey Fitzgerald brings it forward. We've got Ricky Clark.
Yeah, get off. Give me a chance. Clark to Adderton. Tunas coming up the wing. Chips in. Looking for Camp. He's played a very good game today, Jared. He's had a dip. That's all you can ask. Sticks it up for grabs. We're looking Laurie. Hunt. Laurie has a go. But there's that man, Jim Holman, yet again, punching from behind. Played a magnificent game today, Jim. Now Horgan's got the ball. Looks inside forward line. Have we got anyone there? No. Ball bounces clear over the top. Minard again. What? Straight back to Steve Laurie. No. It bounces over his head. Tiger Cabot. Chips up the wing. Kemp's in front. Tries to take the ball to the boundary line and over the boundary. Throw in.
Well, Crossy, as the day draws to a close, it's
been very disheartening. What's that? Here we go.
Corey Fitz again.
Fantastic
George
play.
Pedler will mark this.
Yeah, well done.
George Pedler, Tumby Bay. No, he didn't, but they've got the runs on the board. 18 goals, 9 to 7 goal 10. Just to remind the supporters that are not too happy with me at the moment. As we go onto the outer side, Jared Waite runs hard, picks it up. He's got Deslands floating around there helping him out. He knocks it out. Sean Fitzgerald's there on the left foot. He brings it forward. Who's he found? Oh, on the back. We got Adam Richardson running. I think this is going to be out of bounds. Probably the safest place for Tumby Bay to be at the moment. They don't want Ramblers to just have an onslaught right now. The ball's thrown back in. We've got another one, Rowley on the left foot. Can this bring the crowd down? Jeez, I don't know. It looked like Rowley.
Said it was Rowley, a wanker. Rowley was running into the goals.
He should have marked it then.
Have another beer.
Burger.
Craig celebrating early here at Cummins Park. Ball comes back in for Tumby Bay. Josh Cave in the back pocket, looking up the wing. Chips. Don Higgins takes an easy mark. Now, What can we conjure up here? Dylan chips again, looking for Butler. Doesn't quite make the distance, but he's able to pick up and handball inside to Horgan. Horgan this way, that way. Goes right foot to the outer side, looking for Hunt. Unable to mark, and I think the ball was still in play. Tapping along the boundary line, fantastic work. No. Bounce up, and Harrifield, the bald one, to throw the ball up. Ramblers 18-10 to Tumby Bay 7-10, only the lazy 11 goals. We got within 5 though at one stage early in that third quarter, but haven't been able to prevail any further than that.
Ramblers on the outer side.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Back in. Desland, strong mark in the middle. He plays onto the opposite side. Pumps it in long. Who's he got there? From the back of the pack, he's got the Centurion goal kicker in Darren Rule. He's either got cramp or he's done his hammy again. I don't know what he's done.
Getting excited about the whole deal.
It's pretty hard to get excited, Crossy, when you've won 5 in a row, mate. They just come around like Christmas. It's just another premiership to the black and white boys. But Ruley's going to have a shot with this one. He's roosted it, licked the pencil, Crossy. Post high, another one for the Centurion. Well, I don't know what to say, fans. It's been a great day today. The cloud's gone down. The tiles will be pumping tonight. Tumby Bay go home with the B-grade premiership. Well done, guys.
And netball, thank you very much.
And netballs.
Netballs.
Netball. Ramblers go home with the A-grade premiership. But it's been a good day here at the Great Flinders Cummins Park for the day. As the ball comes back into Harrifield, throws it up again. We've got Bruiser in the ruck. Fitzgerald, Waite. Goes to Fitzgerald. Kicks it on his opposite side of the right foot. Looking for Minard. Goes up strong. Can't bring it down. It's out with Laurie. Laurie brings it out to the outer side. Looking for John Hunt, the captain. Ramblers pick it up.
Oh, throw there, doesn't it? Have another beer.
Harrifield's paid it.
Harrifield has paid it to Hunt. Hunt doesn't know what to do. Handballs to Horgan, back to Hunt. Hunt on the burst, flicks it into, looking for Sid Laurie. Bit of body work and a great mark to Sid. One of the rare times that Jim Holman has been beaten today. Sid Laurie lining up for Tumby Bay's goal number 8.
On that, Joe, who are your best players for the day?
Very, very good call. It's all crap now at the moment. Ramblers, you could ruffle it, but there's obviously... Did he kick that? Oh, my God, we've missed again. Ramblers, obviously Jim Holman. Bruce has been fantastic. Ruley's kicked, we don't know how many.
Maybe 5, 6 even.
Minard in the ruck's done a pretty good job too, actually. And right across the board, George Pedler, you name it. They've all done a fantastic job today, which is why they win games like this, because they play like a very good team that they are. Very hard to say that is Craig.
As Ramblers bring it back in through Forrest Miggin. And Ricky Clark runs onto it. Clawtz brings it out. Corey Fitzgerald runs through the middle. He'll get on his left foot and bang it long. That he does. Jay Shannon chases him down, not quite. Rowley at full forward. Centre half, I meant. He should be in full forward. But Bruiser tackles. Tumby Bay through. Andy Allen get it out. George Pedler. The ever fiery George Pedler. He had a few hustles earlier on. Is running on. Ray Curtis has tried hard for Tumby Bay as they bring it out of the defence. Binge Minard holds on to that one. Goes back, sizes up his options. He's got Forrest Micken and Deslands leading strongly at centre forward. Deslands takes this one at centre forward, pulls onto her left side, bangs it in long. What's he done with this one? Oh, just punched through for another behind. Ramblers of Tumby Bay, 7-11-53.
Oh, thanks. You now I can't say anything. Higgins straight back into Jacob Cave, tries a no good marking. 2 on 1 here, and Ramblers prevail yet again.
Corey Fitzgerald on his opposite side to George Pedler. Handballs over to Forrest. Forrest's been full back all day kicking him in. He's gone down for a bit of glory. And it's all Tumby Bay. Nigel James. Strong marking defence for the Tumby Bay Football Club. brings it onto the outer side. Look, and there it, Joe, I'm sorry, but there is a siren. Ramblers 19-11. It's pretty hard to get wild with number 5, mate. It's just another flag for the boys. Ramblers 19-11, 124. Tumby Bay 7-11, 54. So, hello, we've been called on. Here we are at the conclusion of the 2006 Grand Final in Great Flinders Football League. Ramblers, the Premiers, defeated Tumby Bay. Ramblers 19-12, 125 to Tumby Bay 7-11, 54. That's 5 in a row for Ramblers. Joe Cross, I'd just like to have a quick chat to you about who do you think were the best players today. Mine for Ramblers, I think Jim Holman. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Jimmy was superb. As you such a class player that he just showed full range today. Goal kicking, back line, he was everywhere. Did everything. Hardly was only beaten, I reckon, 1 mark all day. Fantastic game. Along with, I think, Simon Pedder led from the front. Magnificent effort. Also, you got to rate Berger and Rawley. I mentioned. We don't know how many Rawley kicked. We should have kept the score on that, but he kicked that many we forgot. And Craig got far too excited with the way Ramblers were playing. So in the end, we believe that the best team, obviously, as a team unit, were Ramblers. Are magnificent on the day, and across the board, they've got some fantastic players all over the ground, and we're just too much to match up with from Tumby Bay.
Yes, that's right, Joe. And for my mind, Clark.
The next guy, number 5, Jim Holman, he flies high on a plane, and I think he does the same on the oval. Number 7, Michael Minard. It's one of his first years that he's fronted up in the grand final. They had hamstring problems. Well done, Michael. Red-head by name, red-head by nature, George Pedler. Well done. And one of the pupils, junior one in the show, is Jared White. And number 12, guy that hadn't been beaten at fullback all year, Scott Micken. Number 13, certainly not unlucky for this guy, best on ground, Joel Fitzgerald. Number 15, I still think if he keeps himself fit and does a bit of pre-season, another year in him yet, Adam Richardson. This is a guy that the Mortlock Shield selectors will be looking at next year for sure. Everybody knows why celebrated. It's good to see number 19 slid back on the ground. Courage got him into trouble twice. Because this guy changed Guernseys. He was number 3 and then he went number 16. So number 16, Corey Fitzgerald. I reckon it's this guy's best year of football in A grade that we've had. It's a fair bit to do with his settled pattern of life at the moment, is Joel Nagel. And the next is one of the stalwarts of the A grade side. He's probably not the quickest one on the ground, but very effective, Brad Clawton. And this little win might cost his father a fair bit. Another guy that's had a very good season, very hard at the ball on the halfback flank is Jade Minay. And the next guy is a bit hoppy on his legs. He's had a very good year also. Young fella Stephen Fuller. He's called Pony. As a horse, you'd probably shoot him. He come all the way from overseas. Gun shearer, Bez Denlands. assistant coach on the bench.